building 101. What is it? Why do you need it? And why should you care? And why should you start implementing this strategy immediately if you haven't done so already? So what list building is emails. Some people might say email's dead. I don't check an email. People aren't checking emails. That's not the case. Did you know that there are actually facts, okay? 4 billion active people who use their email. That means there's a pool of potential leads that you're just missing out on because you are sleeping on list building. Dion right here is probably the queen of list building, okay? She is the master behind all of our emails. And when I'm telling you guys, her emails are juicy, her emails are good. They make you want to read them. They make you want to click on the subject. She's just she has magnetic messaging, something that we teach and convert to scale. Like her emails are good. So hey, Dion, welcome.
Hey.
We're just starting. And if you want to go ahead and share your two tidbits on why list building is so important.
So list building is so important because you own your list. It is very important to understand you own it. So regardless of if whatever platform you're on. So for instance, hello, Lampack, thank you for joining us. For instance, when I first started in business, my my website host provider was a totally different platform. When I got ready to leave that platform, I was able to take my list with me to that platform. You do not, let me say this in slow motion and repeat it again, you do not own social media. As a matter of fact, they own all of your content that you put on their platform. All of your photos, all of your videos, all of your educational, how do we say? Edutaining content. All your great quotes, all of those life moments that you depend so much on Instagram and social and Facebook and all of the social media platforms, they own your content. They can choose, and you agree to it when you signed up for their platform, right? They can use your content however they choose to use it, whether it's marketing materials, all of the above, because when you clicked, I accept when you signed up, you gave them license to them. But if they shut your page down, or for some reason, like they had the glitch on Monday, like everybody was going crazy, like what is happening right now? I cannot get into Instagram, and everybody got these messages saying that your page has been taken away from you. They can do that for whatever reason, or like if it was a glitch like it was on Monday, something out of your control. However, when you have your list and you have been nurturing that list and emailing that list, you still have a way to communicate with those that want to hear from you, regardless of if you have that social media platform. So it is not just important, it is imperative that if you have not started growing your list, you start growing it now.
Yes, and not just growing it, but nurturing that list.
Oh, yes.
Because if you're running a business, an online business, and social media is a tool for you to, organically attract leads, where are you going to host those leads? If Instagram were to shut down, or any social platform were to shut down, can you still run your business?
Right.
You need to have a list in order to run your business. And also people that join your list, they're almost hungry. They're telling you that, they need what it is that you might offer, but they still need to get to know you. Right now they're cold. So through nurturing them through an email list, that is when you can share your story, build rapport, ask questions, do polls, because these are your raving fans. This is your community that you're building for the long haul, for the long run. So when you do have something after, taking the time to get to know them, and they know, like, and now trust you, now when you have an offer, they're more likely to actually buy and opt into it because you've taken the time to get to know them. And it's not about you, it's about them. It's about your audience. And so we also want to think about that when you're building your list and when you're creating your content or your lead magnet. You're really creating something that is solving a pain point or a problem, and you are the solution. So you're giving them solution-based value that when they opt into that, it's so juicy, it's so good that they can go and execute and put it into action and come back to you like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is so amazing. I just saw this XYZ result. That's a testimonial there for you and your business.
Yes.
But then also that person can again lead to a paid client.
Yes, very important. So yes, you want to nurture them. Yes, you want to give them valuable information. But what you're doing when you do that is you're setting yourself up as the expert for them so that they can understand what it is that can help them, and now they will want to work with you. So that is another next step as to why.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. It's like now that they were like, oh my gosh, this was so good. What will it be like to work with you? I know all the value. And so I know for myself, and I know for you, Dion, when I was looking for coaches, sometimes I might opt into something that they are offering. And I'm like, wow, they're giving so much value and I haven't even paid to work with them yet. Like I have someone on my list right now. It's more when I get to the 7-figure mark because they take you to that next level. But I already know like that's the coach I'm going to hire just
Yeah.
because of the value he offers
Mm-hmm.
for free
Mm-hmm.
just through his content. And almost like it's game changing. Like a lot of the strategies I'm already implementing now and I'm seeing a difference within my business. And I give kudos to him because he's giving so much value. And that's what you want to do for your audience. That's what you want to do for your prospects and potential clients.
Absolutely. And don't feel like, oh, I don't want to give away too much information. You can never give away too much information because once they work with you, that's when they get behind the scenes and get the secret sauce. You want to share with them the information that you know that they can guarantee help with, whether it's 3 tips to get this result, or here's exactly what I did that got me this result, right? Share that information with your audience because they need to know it and then they can implement it. If they're getting wins off of implementing things from your free information in your email list, it's a game changer. They will literally come to you and say, how can I work with you? I've had clients that have done that. Something as simple as me telling them how to change the subject line in their emails to just get people to open them. Because people don't understand, if the subject line isn't good enough to make them open your email, it doesn't matter what you said inside that email. They'll never see it because they weren't interested just basically based off the subject line. And I've sent out emails sharing with my audience, here's how you get that juicy subject line that makes them want to say, what's in here? What's a cliffhanger? It's kind of like when you're watching your favorite shows every week and they show you clips from what's coming up for the following week. That's to get you to come back every single week, right? Even if they edit it so that it's really not the way that it seems, but it's that cliffhanger that makes you want to come back. That is what your subject line is. And I've shared that type of information. And regardless what the information is in the email, you need to be able to get them to open it. Then once they consume that information that is inside the email, they're like, where do I click? Now that's another subject off the top right there, but don't forget to put that call to action and have a clickable button. I have sent out emails before that I forgot. And I was like, why didn't anybody click? My fault. But because I've nurtured my email so much, I actually have people that replied to the email and sent me an email and said, hey, the link didn't work. Was it supposed to go somewhere else? That made me send out another email and say, hey, my bad, I'm human. I made a mistake. Here's the actual email with the link. And they'll open that and go with you. So as long as you've nurtured your audience, one thing is you're not just talking to them. At some point, they will start to engage with you and you're building that rapport and that know, like, and trust.
Yes, that conversation. And that's the key. Everything should be conversational. So it's like conversational conversions because when you start building that connection, you start having this conversation that leads to conversions. And I did want to add with the subject header, we just learned this tidbit, but you don't want to do it all the time. But if you add your prospect's name into the headline, like, hey, Dion, XYZ, question mark, curiosity. It's like, oh my gosh, you're speaking directly to me. It's going to like out of everything in their email list, when they see their name, they're automatically going to go ahead and click on that. Absolutely. So that is like a little golden nugget gem that you guys should definitely take away if you do have a list to start go ahead and implementing that. If you see that you have a low click rate. And I just want to go back to Dion and give her a shout because her conversion rate, I think, was it 40% click rate? 50%? 70? 50%? Okay, yes.
It's between 55 and 60% open rate.
55 and 60% click rate, y'all, okay? The queen of clicks over here. And these are the same tips and strategies that we teach our members with in Conversion Scale. So you yourself know that you want to build a genuine list of raving fans that are wanting to opt into what you have to offer through creating that magnetic messaging within your content. Make sure to comment, convert below, and we'll make sure to connect with you. We would love to hop on and strategize like where you are right now, what desired outcome and the result you're looking to go, and then give you a natural game plan that you can implement today. So make sure to comment, convert below.
Can I ask everybody who's on this live, drop a 1 if you've already started list building, drop a 2 if you need to get started list building, because that way we'll know like where you are and how we can help you even more. But so drop a 1 if you've already got an email list, regardless of if you've been emailing them consistently or not. We'll talk about that later. But drop a 1 if you have a list and drop a 2 if you need to get started.
Yes. So let's go ahead and talk about the different strategies and things that you can do to help build your list. So 1 is live webinars or going live. But if you're doing a live webinar, let's go ahead and make it a low ticket to entry. It can be as low as $7 or $9. Reason being, go ahead and Dion, because you know more about this than I myself do because I was doing them free. Okay. But go ahead.
That, for me, that is the number one fastest way to build your list is a webinar, because you're gathering a lot of people at one time. But when I first got started, it was all about the free webinars. But what that do is that conditions your audience to always want everything from you for free. So when it comes to a webinar, I always recommend at least a low cost. It can be as low as $7, $9, whatever it is that you want it to be. But the reason why I recommend, especially with a webinar that you charge, one, you're teaching your audience to buy from you. Two, they are getting your time and expertise live in person. They can ask you all the questions that they want to ask you right then and there, regardless of if you answer them all, but they can ask you all the questions. They're getting all of this knowledge right there live and in person. They're getting access to you. And so they should be willing to pay. And again, I have purchased webinars from, some big names here on Instagram that have huge followings and gives lots of value. And it's been as low as $9. But a webinar is their access directly to you where they can ask you questions. And that is why you should charge a fee for your webinars. But I feel like webinars are the number one way and the fastest way to grow your list. Imagine you have a webinar that's, let's say, not $7 to $9 about this wonderful thing that just happened, and you got 100 people to sign up. That's 100 emails right there from one webinar. So that is what I recommend.
Yes, and not only that, with webinars too, you can do them as often as you like. You can do them weekly, you can do them once a month, you can do them bi-weekly, whatever strategy works for you. I know Dion, she shared with me that she was once doing them twice a month, and that really, really helped grow her list. And so it is definitely a really great strategy where you can pack in so much value and also at the end talk about your offer.
Okay? Yes.
For those who might not opt into your offer, now you have them in your list where you can continue to nurture them, give value, because sometimes it does take time. People don't necessarily buy immediately. They might buy a month from now. They might buy a year from now.
Yep.
They might see your emails and maybe they never click on them, but they just save them because they're like, I know I want to read that, but I'll get to it later. And maybe an email you sent a month ago, now this person opens, it resonates with them, and they're like, I'm ready. So even if people aren't opening them, don't get, what's the word I'm looking for?
Discouraged.
Yes, discouraged. I was like, it was at my time, discouraged, because that doesn't mean not right now. No, that doesn't mean no, that means not right now, and they're going to opt in later. So highly recommend that. So outside of a live webinar, before we go into that, I know Miss Rachel, that's Focused to Get Fit, she said she's just starting her list. Dion, do you have any strategies or tips when you're just restarting your list from scratch?
Absolutely, a webinar. Absolutely. Whatever. But here's what I would do. I would possibly do a poll in your stories and ask your audience to pick from 3 options. So I guess hers is fitness, I'm going to assume. So you could ask something like, what do you struggle with most? Heavy lifting, consistency, or just being interested in or home workout versus gym workouts, right? Whichever one of those got the most engagement, then that's what you can primarily focus your first webinar on, right? So if someone says, one of my things is home workouts versus gym workouts, then you can show them something they can do in the gym, but they can modify that same workout in a home. Elle is good. I tell y'all all the time, I go to her YouTube channel in a heartbeat. When I just cannot get to the gym, I will go to her YouTube channel and find one of her. And then she shows you things that you can work with things around the house. You don't have to have all of this equipment. But then she got me to the point where I was watching her videos so much, I would start picking up pieces of equipment from the band, the stretch band, resistance bands, those types of things, right? But now I know she's the one that I go to. She's the expert in the field when she was doing fitness primarily. But again, her YouTube videos live on, and I can still use those videos, right? She was sending out emails about it. So when it comes to when you're restarting your list, here's the thing. I wouldn't just scrap the entire list that you already have. The one thing you can do is send an email to your list and say, hey, this is where, if you're pivoting, here's where I'm shifting to. If you're interested in this, stay on the list. I'm glad to have you. If this is something that you're not quite interested in and you want my old information, you can either opt out or just have that old information and go with it, right? That way people have a choice. And now you segmented the list with the new people who've opted in, and you just keep going from there. And I would also, if you're going to, like, say for instance, you're moving to another platform, I would export the leads that you have on your email list and keep them in a file on your computer so that you can revisit them again, because again, they may have started with you on another platform or under the original thing that you were working through, but now they're ready for you in this new lane that you're in, and they will want to work with you. And because they already have that past know, like, and trust with you, it would be nothing for them to join you in the new way you're going.
Yes, and then aside from a webinar, if you create a lead magnet can be something simple, 1 to 3 pages, as Dion was sharing a little bit earlier. And you can create that in Canva. Canva is a great place. They have templates. And really, you just want to pack that with, again, based off of that poll. So if they said, you know, I really want to learn how to work out at home. Maybe you create a little quick PDF guide, 1 to 3 pages of how to work out at home using things in the house, and maybe like a 7-day workout plan. And you promote that. You talk about it in your stories, you talk about it in your posts, in your captions, and now you're guiding people. And you want to make sure to also have a call to action. Grab my 7-day workout at home. Link, like, and with, you know, arrows pointing to the link in your bio. So when it comes to your bio, they're like, okay, you're talking to me, that's what I need. They click on it. That's another way to start building your list just organically that way, and have a funnel sequence that to opt into that freebie or lead magnet, which could be a low ticket. Then now they get an email. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Here's your guide. Look, this is what you'll find in here. Let me know what your thoughts are. And then you want to make sure to not ghost it after that.
Yes. Good point. There's a fitness professional that I follow on Instagram, especially during quarantine. What she did was she would have, I think, workout Wednesdays, and it would be I think it was like a Zoom meeting she would do on Wednesdays. But the way she packaged it, she was like, here's how you get your daily workout in 20 minutes or less. So it would be an at-home 20-minute live workout right there on Zoom. Everybody joined in. They paid the low cost to get in, but then when she came in, like, she had resistance bands that she had marketed. I think she had them designed or whatever. She also had like a protein drink that she had started. So during those weekly lives, she's talking about the other products. So when Elle talks about that upsell, that is what she was doing during those lives. And it made it's like, you almost can be like, oh, I got 20 minutes to work out. If I can get a full body workout in 20 minutes, that's a no brainer, right? And it got to the point people were leaving comments like, oh my God, I can't breathe. Can we, because she had the hype music. Like, it was a whole movement. So when you're rebuilding your list, that is one way you can do it. Like, you're working with them during that, but you do it in small chunks. So that makes them continue to come back and then want to do more with you.
Yes, and
I see you convert. I see you.
Yes, and going back to, you know, not wanting to go. So you send that one email, it's the welcome email. I am guilty of this in the past where I've made lead magnets previously. They get that first email and then they never hear from me again. So I'm never taking time to nurture them. They're just, this list, it's just sitting there, it's cold. And then randomly, now I have an offer. Hey guys, here's my offer. Nobody's buying it.
Don't do it.
Unsubscribe. Don't do it. Unsubscribe. You never took the time to get to know me. Like this. Like, what's the thing that you said, Dion, about, hey.
I said it's almost like when you meet a guy for the first time and y'all just met, right? You meet him and then he's like, hey, come to the back of my car with me. I got something for you. Gasp, clutching my pearls. Sir, can we get to know each other? Can we have dinner and drinks, please? Yes. That is how you're doing your email list. When you get their information and then ghost them. Who wants to be ghosted? Nobody, including your email list.
Yes, so you want to make sure you already have an email nurture welcome campaign set up post that initial email. And in there, you're sharing your story, you're creating relatability, you're asking them questions, you're looking for them to actually respond and create conversations. You're also getting feedback that you can test for later. Like, you're seeing what they like and need, and like, okay, this is something that they're wanting. I'm going to go ahead and create something for them specifically for that. And then everything directly should lead to your offer at the end of the day.
Yes.
And so,
don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Do not be afraid to ask. And so educate them, give them valuable tips. And again, they can lead to clients, and they do lead to clients. I shared earlier how we went live our first time, but we had a list. Dion was really quick to go ahead and start sending emails, and they watched the live, they got that email, boom, there was a client. And that is how simple it can be, but you do definitely want to take the time to build that out and create those emails. And that evergreen funnel campaign that can, again, take those prospects from being cold to warm to,
absolutely,
and always leading them to a driven result and outcome via your offer.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially when you're talking about building a new list. That's I literally just thought about this. When we got started, I started emailing the people that I already had on my list. And one of the clients we have in Convert to Scale right here now, today, she was like, oh, I came to you guys because I took a soap making class from Dion forever ago. And she's always emailing tips about business and all of the above. And so because I took that soap making class with her and I learned, you know, her style of teaching and the results that I got from that, I was interested in Convert to Scale. So somebody who came to me, because if you guys don't know, I have my products page, Body Essence by Dion, where I make soaps and skincare products. So somebody that came to me from skincare products is now working with me in Convert to Scale. So absolutely still continue to reach out to those people and let them know. And now she's in that list. So yes, in the list building for a new business, that is where she is in now. But she came to me from my old list.
Yeah, so to recap and go back. So different strategies to help build your list. One, a lead magnet, a freebie. A lead magnet is more like of a low ticket. Maybe that's 10 to 30 pages. It's more like an ebook, like you're offering an ebook that's really jam-packed with specific strategies and possibly frameworks that you use within your offer. So it is a little teaser of what can be inside your main program. Then a freebie is about like 1 to 3 pages. It's a little bit more basic. I mean, still packed with value that they can actually use. And with both of those, you want to, if you create it, you can't just create it and then expect people to go and grab it. You are going to have to talk about it,
All the
promote,
time.
share it in your stories where they need it, share testimonials of people who have used it, and direct people to go and opt into that. One of the fastest strategies is going live with a webinar or even going live here. You know, when you engage and you're telling people to, you know, comment convert in the or comment convert, DM convert, asking questions, you can go and follow up with these people, their prospects, their leads, they're engaging with you, create conversations and get in the DM. Everything goes down in the DM, okay?
Everything.
Everything goes down in the DM. So you want to be making sure that you are asking questions and creating conversations and curiosity about like what it is exactly that you do and how you can help. And then lastly, it's email nurturing. So now you do have their email. You don't want to just ghost them. You want to continue to build rapport, build connection. And again, conversation, conversation, conversation. You have to ask. People aren't just going to tell you. People aren't going to just give you their information. You have to ask for it. It's so and so and so important. Do not be afraid to do that. Okay. And so
Don't feel like it's rejection of you. They may just not be ready now if someone tells you no, but to continue to nurture them, continue to reach out to them, continue to want to share your information.
for anyone on here, if you know that you have an online business and you want to grow your online business, not just online, but outside of social media and really scale your email list, maybe you need to start an email list and create attraction content using magnetic messaging that's going to help you build a marketing strategy, again, outside of social media. And you can lead your prospects and potential community, lead them to be raving fans, and ultimately convert into your program and your offer. Make sure to comment convert, DMS convert, and we would love to share with you access to our elite Facebook group where we go live within there. We give very, very valuable tips and strategies that you can start using and implementing today. But we'd also love to connect with you one-on-one and strategize exactly, okay, where are you at right now?
Yes.
Where are you looking to go? And if we potentially can partner together to help you get there and give you actionable strategies that you can implement today within your business so you can start converting to scale.
Yes, we want to see you over in our elite Facebook group. And guys, those of you who are either commenting or DMing convert, make sure you check the little spam folder as well, just in case you're not following us and we send you a message so it's not over there and you just miss our message, because we do follow up. And a lot of times we have people, oh my God, I didn't see this. You sent this over a week ago and I didn't see this because it was over in that spam folder. So make sure you check that spam folder because we will follow up with you. That is one thing we're very big on, the follow up and the follow through. So if you comment convert or you DM us the word convert, we will follow up. So check your spam folders.
Yes, and before we head out, I did want to share, make sure to stay tuned for next week. It is November, and you know what's in November? Black Friday. And so next Wednesday, we are going to be diving into Black Friday strategies to help build your list, but also increase conversions. So
Yes.
set your reminder for that. We'll make sure to drop it into our profiles. But we love that you're here. Hopefully you found lots of you're able to take some tips and some notes. If you're like driving and you're listening to this, or you're working out, just make sure to go ahead and catch the replay. We are going to be reposting this also on our YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that, and we shall see you guys in the next live training.
All right, have a good one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.